Let's talk about parameter types in TouchDesigner and how they work inside Parameter Morpher. Every parameter in TouchDesigner has an internal type. For example, period is a float, harmonics is an integer, bloom is a toggle, and type is a menu. Parameter Morpher supports all of those types, so you can throw almost anything at it and it will understand. Let me try, for example, to drop this component to capture all its custom parameters. The only exceptions are Python parameters, which cannot be executed inside here. We have also headers, which don't really do anything for us, and sequence, which don't really have a use in the context of the parameter morpher. Notice that you can type scripts in here, but you cannot do it through a Python parameter. I will show you that in a moment. Regarding these exceptions, I refer, of course, to the custom parameters that you create here, which options you see here: header, Python, and sequence. Those are the exceptions. Okay, let's try two examples. Let's look at the toggle and the string. For that, let me clear everything and recreate them. Period, this bloom toggle, and this string. Notice that these look a bit different from period in that they don't have an interpolation option. That's because toggles and strings cannot really interpolate, meaning that you cannot morph gradually between on and off or between two pieces of text. Instead, these types have an execution moment, which determines when they change. The options are start and end, and they refer to the beginning or end of an interpolation process. So let's see this in action. I will create a new preset in slot number 1, change a couple things, and create another preset in slot number 2. If both parameters are set to trigger on start, they will change immediately when an interpolation begins. So if I'm going to preset number 1 or going to preset number 2, you see that these parameters change immediately. On the other hand, if I set them both to end, they will wait until the interpolation finishes before switching. Each parameter can have its own behavior, giving you plenty of flexibility for timing and composition. For example, I will set my bloom to start and my by or my by string to end. Now it says hello at the end of interpolation, and here it says bye at the end of interpolation. Another powerful feature is the ability to add scripts directly into the environment, like I mentioned before. To do that, you can right-click on an empty space and select Add Script. A new field appears where you can type any Python expression. For example, let's type this expression. I will save this on preset number 1, so I will overwrite it. And I will go to preset number 2, and here I will type a different expression and overwrite this preset as well. Like non-interpolatable parameters, scripts also have an execution moment. So let's test this in the text port. If I trigger preset number 1, I get my message. If I trigger preset number 2, I get my other message on start. If I do it on end, I will get it at the end of the interpolation. Now let's say I want to type something else here. For example, just print hello world in the console. I will save this as a new preset in number 1 and run it on start. We should see something printing here, which we do. This is very powerful because you can basically write any type of text in here. What I would recommend to do is to have something like a complex script here, for example, that does whatever thing you want to have here. And then you can say p dot the script you have here, which is called, in this case, called text1 dot run. And this will execute your script. And this works because everything that you type here is evaluated at the level where your parameter morpher is. So it will understand directly that you're referring to this one without any change of path. Naturally, if you want to talk to operators that are inside other operators, you would need to adjust your path accordingly. This makes scripting within TD-Morph incredibly powerful for building interactive or generative systems. In the next video, I will explain you some features about the UI of the Parameter Morpher. See you then. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy my work and want to support future projects and access to all my tools, please consider subscribing on Patreon. It really helps keep creation and research going. You can also connect with me through my website, Instagram, or just drop me an email. I would love to hear from you. All links are in the description below. See you next time.